let's get you the latest figures that have now come up on the COVID cases that India has recorded in the last 24 hours. It has been one of the biggest jumps that has now been seen, as over 10,000 cases that have been recorded in the last 24 hours itself. In the last 6 months, India has now reported for the first time 10,158 new cases of coronavirus in the last 24 hours. The active case load currently now almost closing in to at least 45,000 cases. This has been one of the biggest jump, the sharp jump that has been seen from yesterday. As yesterday around 7,800 new cases that were reported, and right now it has been crossing the 10,000 figure mark, as over 10,000 cases that have been recorded in a single day. Majority of the cases that are also being adding to the figures that have been recorded nationally has also been coming in from the national capital, from Delhi itself. There have been other cities as well with such kind of breakouts that have been reported. Let me straight away go across to Akansha now. Akansha, in the last 24 hours, 10,000 more cases that have been adding up. Akansha. Well, that seems to be a massive uptick in those numbers that have been reported, as far as several cases that have also been found of the variant of XBB 1.16 that have also been found in across 22 states and union territories, and many of them, as far as calling back for the mask mandate that has now been made mandatory, at least in hospitals as well, because the active caseload has also gone up to at least 0.09% of the total infections, while the national COVID recovery rate, however, has been recorded at around 98.7%. So not much hospitalization that seems to be taking place. That has been earlier one of those concerns when we have seen those deadly second wave of the COVID that had struck the country. But right now this has been the biggest uptick as far as the death count because of this contagious disease has also gone up, with 16 new fatalities that had been recorded, 2 each from Delhi, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, and 1 from Gujarat, Maharashtra, Tamil Nadu, Haryana, UP. And there has also been 5 virus-related deaths that were reconciled by Kerala. However, the data later that was related and was also updated, as we are getting one of the single-day rise, adding an uptick of over 10,000 cases that have been now reported in India with the new coronavirus infections that has now been reported. The count of active cases that has also crossed almost 45,000, according to the latest data that has now been released by the Health Ministry. And it seems that the casualty figure is something also that we'll update our viewers on the same. But right now, Akansha, we seem to understand this has been the massive uptake that has now been recorded in India since the last 6 months.
Well, absolutely. This is a massive uptick in the COVID cases. Remember, this is the highest since August last year. The total number of cases in the last 24 hours is 10,158. There have been 11 deaths. But remember, yesterday, the Health Ministry issued a statement stating that COVID is not a matter of concern right now. There will be infections, but there won't be any serious illness. They also went on to say that the COVID wave will last for 30 days. 20 days have already passed. This will only rise for the next 10 days. But today there was a massive uptick in the cases. 10,158 were the cases that were reported in the last 24 hours. Yesterday the number was almost 4,600. So a lot of cases have been reported in the last 24 hours. Remember, on Monday, Tuesday, there was a mock drill, after which yesterday the Health Ministry issued a statement stating that we have ample numbers of bed, ventilators, medicine, etc. in case the situation goes out of hand. So yesterday the Health Ministry assured that there's nothing to worry about. There will be an uptick in cases for the next 10 days, because this entire wave usually goes high for 30 days. 20 days have already passed, and 10 days are left.
Some subvariant of Omicron that has been leading to those spike in the cases, as India yesterday registered around 7,000 cases, and today there has been a jump of almost 10,000 cases that have been recorded in the last 24 hours itself. We'll be speaking to the medical experts as well to give an opinion as far as taking care of yourself, and using mask is something that the people need to bring back those precautions as they were following earlier as far as the COVID appropriate behavior is also concerned. Akansha, for the moment, thank you very much for joining in.